Welcome everyone. My name is Ruben Patil and today I am going to show you the most easiest way out there available for time series forecasting. I'm excited to introduce to you AutoForecast, a tool that's revolutionizing how we do time series forecasting, making it accessible to everyone. This application is made for robust time series forecasting with both transparency and automation. Stick till the end, and by the end of this video, you will be fully equipped to perform expert level time series analysis for your company. Forecasting is critical across industries like finance, retail, and supply chain, but it's often complex and needs expert knowledge. Auto forecast changes that by automating the entire process. Okay, so what exactly is auto forecast? This is an automated app designed for non-experts. It takes care of data cleaning, processing throughout all the modules, and fine-tuning them. It supports different time scales like monthly, weekly, and daily. Let's look at some of the key features of AutoForecast. Some key features include simple CSV upload, automatic cleaning, outlier detection, skewness treatment, multiple models, then RMSE based selection, and a very user-friendly interface. Let's look at the models which are supported by AutoForecast. It covers a wide range of models from traditional statistical model like ARIMA to machine learning models like XGBoost to advanced deep learning models like LSTM and TFT, and also automatic hybriding, the best performing models, that is statistics plus ML and ML plus DL. Now let's look at the workflow of AutoForecast. The workflow is straightforward. Just upload your data, the system cleans it, trains the models, compares performance, select the best model, and then generate forecast. Let's look at the application. Let me just show you how to use it. So this is the application autoforecast.in. Over here you will get few details about the application, and so you can also get in touch with us for using my Gmail ID. This is my Gmail address, and you can also get in touch with me using my LinkedIn. Let's just try and use this application. So all we have to do is go to the upload a file. But before we go there, let's look at the instructions of how and what type of data are we supposed to upload. Now, this is the instruction page beside the upload page. So you can see that the data requirement, there are three types of forecast that can be carried forward: monthly, weekly, and daily. So if you are providing a monthly data and you require monthly forecast, then the minimum period that is to be provided is that of 4 years. The minimum period for weekly data is supposed to be 2 years, and the minimum period for daily data is supposed to be 3 months. Let me just show you an example. This is one of the test data that I have been using to, train this particular model. So these two columns, the month and the target, these two are the columns that is compulsory, that is required. Holiday column is an optional column. You don't really need it. If you have that column, it is good. For example, Christmas trees are sold mostly during Christmas holidays. That is one of the example of that particular column, the holiday column. But the month and the target column is the must. Assuming that you want to perform forecast for sales. So instead of sales, use the column name as target. Just rename the column name from sales to target. Okay, you want to forecast visitors, you want to forecast some sort of costing, and let's say that we have daily data, so we put your date instead of month. If we have weekly data, we put your week instead of month. But now that we have month, let's just put your month. These the month and the target is the must. Okay, so let's just go ahead. So parsing the type, like is it dash or year, month, date, or date, month, year, that can be handled by the model itself. You don't need to worry about it, that it is supposed to be in a particular format. No, the model will take care of that. Okay. You don't need to worry about it. But what the important part is, assuming that, let's take for example June 2020. You don't have the data for June 2020. Leave it blank. Okay. Do not put zero over here. Don't do that. Do not delete this completely. No, don't do that as well. Just simply leave it blank. The model will take care of it as missing value treatment. If in case that there are no sales, or there is absolutely no value over there for that particular month, then you can put zero over there. But if you don't have the data, if the data is missing, then just simply leave it blank. Okay. So we have the data, let's just use it. Make sure that the data is continuous, so you will get a better output, you will get more accurate output. We'll just close this. This is the page where you got to upload the data. Just click on choose file and then just select any file that you want to upload. Now the energy consumption file is a monthly data. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and select month over here. Okay. Assuming it's a weekly data, we'll go ahead and select weeks. If it is a date-wise data, then we'll go ahead and select daily. But since this is a monthly data, we'll go ahead and select monthly and simply click run forecast. Okay. Now this application will clean the data, will process the data through all the models. When the output is ready, I'll show it to you what all are the models that are being executed. Okay. So let's look at the workflow. As you saw, we just need to upload the data, application will clean it. Your data that you provide will be split into two parts, the train and the test. The test is a 20% and the remaining 80% will be the train data on which your models will be trained on. Okay. Now I will show you where this 20% will be used in the coming future. So the data is automatically cleaned, the models are being trained. Then we will do the comparison based on MFB and SMAPE. Okay, we'll select the best model and then just generate the forecast. Let's just look at the data requirements once again. Follow the instructions on the instruction page. For monthly, provide minimum 4 years of data. For weekly, provide minimum 2 years of data. And for daily, provide a minimum of 3 months of data. You can also include optional variables like holidays or promotions. Okay. Holidays is not the only optional variable. Promotions, in the sense, if you have done any particular sales promotion like 20%, then that will also be an added advantage towards the forecasting if you provide that data as well. So specifically, like assuming Christmas you provide, Easter you provide 30% off, or Diwali you provide 10% off. Accordingly, that will be calculated for the future as well. So let's just go ahead. So, rolling stats and feature engineering. We add value with smart feature engineering, lag feature, rolling average, and adaptive windows that help improve accuracy based on RMSE and LASSO. Now, what are the user benefits? The main benefit of the user is that it does not require any sort of coding knowledge. Okay, fast and accurate forecasting is done. Transparent models are also available for selection, and it is used across wide range of industries. Let's look at future enhancement. We are looking forward hybridization of the models. Then we are also looking forward for API accessibility so that the application will run faster. Then we are also currently working on mobile application. In short, AutoFocus empowers data-driven decisions, bridges raw data to insights, and is ready for the future. So these are the steps of how to use autofocus as I've just shown you recently. So these are just the steps of how to use autofocus. So provide a simple CSV file, wait while we perform the rest, and then when the forecast is ready, you can use it for decision making. It looks like the output is ready. We'll look into it shortly. So this is the motto of our team. So these are the steps of autofocus, and it took approximately 10 minutes to get the output. So the output, you can see it is almost ready. And like as you saw, this is how you use the application. So we can see that for this particular data, ETS has performed the best. Okay, and there are a lot of comparisons that these models, you can look at all these models that have been executed. The hybridization of the model is between ETS and random forest. Okay, this has been selected automatically by the application, and application suggests us that ETS is the best performing model. So let us just take a look at ETS. Let me full screen this page. Okay, and there you go. We can see that the blue line is the actual value from the 10% value. Earlier, we had discussed about the 80-20 splitting, the train and the test splitting. So the 20% of the data is being used over here for evaluating the models. You can see that the blue line is between the 95% confidence interval and closer to the red line. The red line is the forecasted value, and this is the comparison between the actual and the forecast, and the one to the right is forecasted value for the particular data. Okay, we can also take a look at let's just take a look at the hybrid model, the ETS and random forest. So the hybrid model has also performed good. Okay, let's look at some other models which have not performed that quite well. It looks like LSTM hasn't performed good on this particular data. So we'll take a look at LSTM. Yes, you can see that the blue line is the actual value, whereas the red line is the forecast value. This is the output of LSTM for this particular data. Okay. Now, not necessarily that LSTM will perform bad throughout all the data. It is not like ETS performs the best among all these models. It varies from data to data. Sometimes a particular model will outperform a different model. Assuming like there could be a possibility in future if we provide some data to the application, there is a possibility that LSTM will outperform ETS. It depends upon the data. Okay, this is all about the application. Okay, let's just select ETS since it has performed well. It is the best performing model. And once you have done selecting, you can just copy this and paste it in your Excel. It is ready to be used. The forecast is being ready to be used for decision making process. Okay, so if you have any suggestions or any insights that you would like to provide us, you can contact me directly on my personal email address. You also have my LinkedIn ID provided over here. You can just reach out to me, and whatever suggestions you have, I will look into it. I'm looking forward for improvements. Okay. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, you can reach out to me on my personal email address that is being provided on the web page. And also I have provided the link to my LinkedIn. Okay. Thank you. And this is Ruben Patil signing off.